Today's video, you will meet my daughter Angie, who sells part-time on Poshmark and is also an RN nurse. We will take you with us to the Goodwill bins and go over what we purchased in fashion and hard goods. Let's go ahead and meet Angie, have a short chat, then on to the bins. Really, why did you get started with fashion and accessories?
I love thrifting, love it. I've been doing it since high school. So I kind of combined my thrifting love with a way to make money and decided, you know what, let's take a dive for it. Let's try Poshmark. I decided to list a couple things out of my closet, and within a couple days I started selling things, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. I can do this.
What are some of your favorite brands?
I find a lot of St. John. I really don't mind St. John as long as it's not too dated. I like Lululemon, but again, it's hit or miss if I find it. I mean, Peruvian Connection, I've only found it once, but I like that brand. I'll buy, if it's cashmere, a cashmere sweater, I'll buy it. I don't care the brand.
A reseller tip that you'd like to share?
Yeah, take good pictures. It makes a huge difference. Shadows, dark rooms. Don't take your pictures at night with an orange light bulb. It makes your pictures just the color doesn't look right, they look dark. I like natural light by a window. I try to wait and do my pictures on a nice sunny day. Right now is perfect because there's snow and it's white and it just makes the pictures look the best. That's my tip.
I left Angie looking at the clothing, and we'll come back to see if she found any goodies. But this first bin had a lot of movies and probably some games in there, but I don't know a lot about them. My husband was working today, and he probably would have picked up a couple of them. Let me know in comments below if I might have missed any, and I'll be sure to look for them the next time. This bin also had a lot of unused puzzles, sealed puzzles, and you can see that I'm looking at the back to see if they've been opened. And I ended up filling up a cart of puzzles. I probably still left 50% behind, which I'm kind of sick over that. I should have gotten them all, but I think I was just so surprised. You can see that one had been open, but I think I was just so surprised that they actually had a bin full of unused puzzles that I was just grabbing and making a stack there, as you can see. I also found about 3 or 4 games that were opened, but they look like they had only been played maybe once, if that. I did come back to this bin about 30 minutes later and was able to find a few more good items, so I was pretty lucky there. I did move on to look at some glassware and porcelain, and I'm always on the lookout for porcelain or pottery that's made in Mexico, Portugal, or Spain. Those bring pretty good dollar amounts, profits. I do like how this Goodwill separates glass and china into separate bins. Moving on, I did find this Wedgwood covered bowl. Oops, you can see I dropped the lid off when I turned it over, but actually it did not break, so I was really surprised. I put it in my cart. Looking back, I find these Libby juniper wine stems or goblets, and I probably could have made about $30 or $40 on them. Okay, I moved to another bin, and you can see here there's a bunch of old VHS tapes. And again, if there's something I missed, let me know in comments. You can see there's more puzzles in here, which I did pick up a couple from this bin as well. Okay, here coming up is a Hot Wheel track. I know, looking back again, I probably should have checked to see if there were any cards inside. I did look inside, but I didn't take the time. Here's an I Spy 3D game. Again, I didn't take the time to look it up. And hidden underneath that was an old vintage Western Wild Wild West theme puzzle, which kind of interested me, so I went ahead and put it in the cart. I picked up this Caribou Island game and passed on the TI-86 calculator. I came across this all-in game that was like brand new and picked that up. Then around the corner, I found this vintage in box book binder on house plants, and it still had sealed pages on the inside, so I went ahead and got that. I did decide to go back and see how Angie was doing in the clothing area, so let's take a look.
What I like to do is, as I look, I usually throw stuff in a corner or in the back, just so I can make sure I get all the stuff at the bottom. So it's always my fault if you see a lopsided bin, because
I see that actually all the time. Show us one of the things you got.
I haven't looked over anything yet, so I don't know for sure, but it's just a Victoria's Secret nightgown. I just thought it was cute. So I throw everything in my cart. And then anything that even has potential, I throw in my cart. And then I go through it and kind of pick and choose what I like. If I have to check comps, I check comps. Check it for holes and damage. I don't mind getting stuff that has stains on it when I'm at the bins, because my husband's like the stain master and can get any stain out you can think of. So usually if I find something I like, I just hand it over to him.
This was my cart full. Next, we'll go over and see what Angie got.
Tabby black cardigan. Levi's for my husband. LL Bean flag button down. Nurses are special.
Yes, they are. This picture was taken a couple of days later of Angie at work.
This is easel. It's an old American Eagle wool sweater. Victoria's Secret. Monto, new with tags.
New with tag.
Yeah, it's like a Marshall's brand. Little French beret. Romeo and Juliet romper. I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. Eileen Fisher. Madewell. These are men's. Urban Outfitters, BTG. Champion shirt for my daughter. Madewell. Sweatshirt my daughter will steal. Bethany Moda boots. They're kind of beat up, but might be okay.
I spent a total of $37 and hope to profit $300 to $400. Links to Angie's Closet and my stores are in the description below. I hope you will give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. Debbie and Angie.